Sometimes you come across movies that are heavily underrated, and such is the case with this movie from 2008 called One Miss Call. The only reason I can see for people hating on this movie is because they loved the original and then have decided to hate on it because, well, they just love the way the original movie was done. But really, from the bottom of my heart, I think this horror movie actually is a quite entertaining movie that I really don't understand why people think is that bad. Because it has the mood, it has the suspense, and I think the movie manages to kinda also hold you on the line till the very end. Compared to a lot of other horror movies, I think it also goes at a way faster pace, because you get sold into quite early to the actual plot and the story right away, which cannot be said about a lot of other horror movies. A lot of other horror movies I've seen, like for instance like Annabelle, have a much more slow pacing, where you only get real tension in the last 30 minutes of the movie. Of course, that's a little different movie, more on the psychological horror side, but nonetheless, the movie does not entertain you in the same way that this movie does right from the start. But of course, that depends on what you want to see. But if you have a movie that lasts about half an hour, I generally want a better pacing, because then you don't have a lot of time to push in what you want to tell. If you then spend too much time to build it up without creating the suspense and tension, you get a much more boring movie where you just try to build up the story rather than making it more exciting and get to the point a lot faster. So the concept in this one, which I am yet to tell you about, is about some teenagers that get a call from the future selves, where that actual phone call is the moment that they are killed. A little bit like what you see in The Ring, if you have seen that horror movie. Of course, some of those suspense scenes could have been better filmed, especially with Beth at the end of the movie, but nonetheless, I think the movie delivers on the mood and tension to compensate for that. In every moment that you are watching this movie, it becomes 100% clear that this is a horror movie. The characters also do shine through in the movie. Both the chief investigator and the main character Beth are done in a way that you want to stay invested in the movie. Of course, visually, the movie might not be that great, but that can be said about a lot of horror movies, which is one of the reasons that these types of movies often have a low rating. Nevertheless, I think it does not deserve the hate it is getting, because it is also quite good acting and the movie is just done in an exciting way. Some other horror movies actually can learn a lot from. That's why I will give this a 7 out of 10, which is a lot more than most people are giving it.